My name is Gloria Grace Coco. I am a 1968 graduate of the Mother McAuley Liberal Arts High School. I am a retired supervising judge of the Domestic Violence Division for the Circuit Court of Cook County, Illinois. I am an adjunct professor at IIT Chicago-Kent College of Law and an actor. When I was a little girl, my mother sent me to dancing school, which was really a part of my life as a child. That was something that got that performance gene in me. In my senior year, I was Reba the Maid and You Can't Take It With You, and Marcella Conlin awarded me the Best Improved Actress Award. Did it give me confidence? Let me know you can do this? It sure did. And I did want to major in theater. I did that a little bit in college, but I was guided to go into a different career. And the career was a very honorable one, teaching. But that theater thing never left me. When I was a teacher for the Chicago Board of Ed, and I decided to go to law school. My father was attorney. I graduated in 1978, passed the bar in 79, and got my first job in 1980 as an assistant state's attorney prosecuting criminal cases. And when I would go into work every day, it wasn't an office, it was a courtroom. And it was a little theater. That's what my mother would say to me. Gloria, to be a lawyer, to be an actor, don't feel so bad about that, which is true. You are a storyteller to those that you are connecting to. In the theater, it's electric because it's live. The same thing when you're doing a jury. It's live, it's electric. There were not many women in law school when I started in 75. I'd say about 5%. And when I was in the state's attorney's office, there were not many women in there at all. That was an experience in and of itself as a woman. In the Attorney General's office, I created the first prosecution system for state benefits fraud, double dipping. Then I was deputy chief of the Consumer Protection Division for the Illinois Attorney General. From there, I was the director of the Code Enforcement Bureau for the city of Chicago, and then I ascended to the bench in 1991. Now, I believe I am the first, if not one of the first, judges of the Circuit Court of Cook County who is a McAuley graduate. What an honor. And also, I was very involved for years with the Italian American Bar Association, the Justinian Society of Lawyers, which was chartered in 1921. And I was the first woman president who was inaugurated and sworn in 1993. When I was a judge, I took one class at Northwestern and took two. And I thought, why not get the degree I always wanted to get? So it took me 10 years, but I graduated at the age of 54 with a degree in radio, TV, film from Northwestern University, summa cum laude. I loved it. You know, when I was teaching during the day, going to law school at night, one day, the 8:30 bell rang at Stewart School in Uptown, and I was late. I walked in the door at 8:32, and the principal, Miss Ryan, brought me into the principal's office and said, look, I know you're busy, and you got things to do, but you're just going to have to roll out of bed a little bit earlier because you have to be here on time. I understand, Miss Ryan. And anyway, she said, how old are you going to be when you graduate? Aren't you like older than anyone else? You didn't go to law school right after college, so what are you going to be, 28? Isn't that a little old? So that weekend, I would visit my mom. I was living on the north side, she was on the south side. So I'm telling my mother the story about Miss Ryan, and maybe this law school thing isn't such a good idea. And my mother was looking at me. And she said, Gloria, my dear, you're going to be 28 anyway. Why not be 28 and a lawyer? That words of wisdom has stayed with me my entire career. I'm going to be 54 anyway. Why not be 54 and get that degree from Northwestern? I'm going to be 40 anyway. Why not be 40 and a judge? Mercy, dignity, kindness, discipline, compassion. Those are the basic ingredients that are part of the McAuley DNA. And you carry that throughout your life, because what's a part of you, it's a part of you. And those are the basic elements of what I have done in service to others in every job that I've had, whether it was a teacher, a lawyer, a judge, an adjunct professor, an actor. All those things you do are stepping stones to what you do next. But what you bring with you, every one of those ways, is that McAuley DNA. And you can't not recognize that, because I know that's where the seeds were planted, for me and for many others.